Hey, what's up, everyone? Steve and Chris here. Thanks for listening to the Steve in the Hood Presents Boston Sports Podcast, episode number 15. Brought to you by diehard Boston sports fans. Go check us out, merchandise and everything. www.diehardbostonsportsfans.com. Go get our merchandise over at the Postal Center USA in Lee, New Hampshire. Tell Eli we sent you. Intro, outro music done by Kevin MacLeod, so go check him out as well. Chris, a lot to go over. It's been a pretty busy week in the world of Boston sports. News came out tonight that Martellus Bennett has been released by the Packers tonight. He's going on waivers. People are kind of saying it was injury related. He's made some comments earlier in the year that this is his last year. If you're the Patriots and Bill, would you take a shot on him?
Oh, I would. I mean, what do you have to lose? I mean, yeah, you lose money, obviously, but look at it this way. He's an instant upgrade from Allen. He knows the system already. To me, it's a no-brainer. The only thing that I would have concern about is his head really in the game itself? Or what's the deal there? Because he's had a bad year overall. Rodgers was there, and he still wasn't doing anything, so I don't really know what's going on in his head at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Is he healthy physically and emotionally? Good point.
Exactly. I mean, do you know what you're going to get from him? Yeah, he's an upgrade, but if his head's not in the game, he's useless to you. And you're just wondering how bad is he dinged up? How hurt is he? What's the deal with him? Did he even ask for a release, or they just release him outright?
That hasn't come out yet.
That's another thing. If the Packers just released him for, without him actually saying anything, you have to wonder why they would do that. Especially with the lack of weapons they have at this moment.
Yeah, and third-string quarterback, pretty much.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the season's over for them, let's be real. Rodgers goes down, and they've been exposed ever since. It's incredible what one quarterback can do to an entire team. Yeah, Brady would the team suffer without him? Of course. Would they look as bad as Green Bay? Absolutely not.
No.
I mean, it was pitiful.
That's coaching, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everyone has always been wanting the Rodgers versus Brady Super Bowl. That's also not going to happen this year.
Right.
I mean, you have these fans who say Rodgers is a better quarterback than Brady. Then you got the Brady people saying greatest of all time. It shouldn't be in discussion anymore. I mean, do you think as of right now Brady's the best quarterback in the NFL? Currently?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you have to go there because he hasn't really shown any signs of decline, which is incredible at his age.
This year, everyone's, all the so-called experts are all on the, I want to suck Carson Wentz's pee-pee. Guy's had 8 good games in his career. All of a sudden, give him the MVP.
No, I take nothing away from Wentz. He's having an awesome year right now. There's no denying that.
I know.
I mean, I know what you're talking about, what you're getting at, but you can't take it away from him. He's proven,
I'm not. Typical media crap, it's like last year was Matt Ryan. Granted he had a great year, but last year he was the greatest thing since sliced bread was invented. Now this year it's Wentz, so it's like, Jesus, really?
Well, I mean, if you figure what you want basically in a young quarterback is for your quarterback also to take leaps every year.
Yeah.
Which is something that Winston has not, surprisingly. I really thought at the beginning of the year he would have, but he hasn't. Mariota's Mariota. He's been hurt, but I still think Mariota's better than Winston. Still, I know you're a Florida State fan, but To me, Mariota's going to have the better career. But you can't take him away from Wentz. He's balling right now. The whole Eagles team is looking good.
Oh, they are, definitely. It's the media drives me nuts sometimes. They're so desperate to fall in love with someone besides Brady. It ticks me off sometimes.
Well, I mean, a part of that too is that we're fans of the Patriots. We're fans of Brady, so we have a jaded, opinion anyways going into it. I mean, there's still outsiders who many can't stand Brady still. They don't want to give him any credit. System quarterback, yada yada yada. We've heard all of it already.
Right.
Call it what it is. If he's not the greatest of all time, he certainly is of this generation, without question, no doubt about it. I mean, you're always going to have the hardliners who's always going to say Montana.
Right.
And until Brady tied Montana, I was in that where I still, Jesus, Montana's record 4-0 in the Super Bowl, no interceptions, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
But now this debate's over. I mean, there's just no debating it anymore. So it's like,
okay, no, definitely not.
You don't like him, whatever. Move on. I mean, there's other quarterbacks who I think are really good quarterbacks, but they're not the greatest. But fans of each team want their quarterback, to be the best, basically. And it just doesn't work that way.
No. So, you got a big game coming up. What's that?
No, go ahead. Switching to Denver?
Yeah, big game this weekend. I mean, I know, what's Denver lost? 4 in a row?
Yeah, they've been looking terrible.
Yeah, I mean, their offense looks dreadful. Their defense gave up 51 to the Eagles last weekend. Looked like they quit. Which goes back to 2001, man. Brady has never done well in Denver. It's,
Well, Jesus, you can go further than Brady.
Yeah.
Denver has always been the Patriots' house of horrors. It always has been. Yes, they win from time to time, but for the most part, they lose there. And it seems lately that's all we're doing is traveling a mile high. There's just something about that place. I don't know what it is exactly, but
yeah,
I hate seeing them play there.
Even when we beat them there last year, Brady didn't play that well.
No. I don't know what it is about that. What I do kind of find a little bit intriguing about this game is the altitude situation.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a bonus going into the next week when you take on Oakland and Mexico City. Because that's altitude, too.
Yeah, they're staying out there for the week.
I believe that's a higher altitude than Mile High, I believe. I'm 100% certain, but I think it is. I think it's like 8,000 plus.
Oh, jeez.
So it's up a ways. I expect this game to be close, honestly, because to me, this is Denver's season. Their season's on the line right now.
Yep.
You lose another game, your season's done. It might be done as it is now. I mean, that's just the realization of this whole situation. They're in trouble. You sit there and you say, well, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Like you said, the defense quit. And I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Because the offense isn't doing anything. They feel, depleted, almost like, what are we going to do? We can't win the game by ourselves. We need some help here on the offense. And they're not getting anything right now. That defense is still a good defense still. They got Von Miller, they got Talib, they got Harris, they got people. So you can't count them out.
No.
If that offense does anything, it's going to be a close game.
Yeah, Brandon Marshall's banged up for them. So.
I think, Emmanuel Sanders, I think, is a little dinged up too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has an ankle issue. So they're banged up.
They lost their right tackle too, so they should be able to take advantage there.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, ideally, you want long drives by our offense this weekend, and the defense, getting short drives by Denver. Because Denver's QBs look like complete crap. They don't have much of a running game, so you got to start with shutting down the running game. You can't let C.J. Anderson go off.
I would expect a lot of work from there. Yeah. To touch a little bit further, offensively for the Patriots, I would expect a lot of work from your running backs. Lewis, White, Burkhead, that type of stuff. A lot of dink and dunks on the field, nothing fancy.
Yep.
Quick screen plays, that type of stuff. Like you said, long drives to keep, you're basically trying to wear down that defense.
Right.
Once you break them down against Denver, you're fine. Just on the way that offense is playing. It used to be like against the Colts, even sometimes against the Patriots, when they had lethal offenses, you wanted Manning on the sideline and you wanted Brady on the sideline, so you'd want long drives.
Yeah.
And I think this is the opposite way of thinking. You want long drives, to keep their offense on the sideline because they're probably not going to produce anyways. This is more to wear down that defense, in my opinion. I think anyways. I think that should be the game plan. Definitely won't be a shootout. No way.
Yeah, watch it be like 40-35 or something.
Right.
Yeah.
It would be the complete opposite of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, famous laugh words. Yeah, no way it's a shootout.
Well, you wouldn't think. I mean, I think another thing, if the Patriots do jump out big, say 2 touchdowns, the game's over.
Yeah.
They're not going to want to stick around. But they had... It's a very critical game for both teams because now you got the Patriots sitting at the 2. Okay, now if they can win and Pittsburgh loses, which is probably a long shot because they got the Colts, but you never know in football.
Right.
They have to win, and Denver's got to win. So it's almost a playoff mentality going in, almost on both sides. I mean, the team that can afford to lose more is definitely the Patriots. You hope that's not the case because right now, they hold their own card, so to speak, on that bye because they've already proven they can go into Pittsburgh and beat them.
Yeah.
So just stay in the bye. They got to play Pittsburgh later on in the year. I think that's going to determine the 1 seed ultimately, the winner of that game.
Yeah, certainly could. Was that mid-December?
Yeah, that's late in the season. Pittsburgh doesn't bother me. Pittsburgh. I mean, it's just weird because Kansas City gives the Patriots a hard time. Kansas City loses to Pittsburgh all the time, and the Patriots pound Pittsburgh. It's just an ugly triangle between the 3.
Yep.
So, I mean, the injury to Shea is a problem because people were expecting him back, and that would have obviously bolstered the defense. But now that he's not coming back, you're down to one more person to bring up the injury reserve, and either Mitchell or it's Valentine. So take your pick at this point. You might not see either one of them. Who ultimately is going to give you the best? Who's going to be the most effective for your team coming out? And to me, it's got to be Mitchell at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Just based on the fact that they just signed that lineman recently.
Yep.
So maybe the Patriots are thinking that too. So who knows?
Yeah, Francois, he's an interesting guy.
Right.
Yeah, plays end and he can play defensive tackle. So
he's a Patriot guy. He's a Swiss Army knife, basically.
Yeah. I
mean, Hogan's out. He's still in a sling, so he's definitely not going to be there.
Right. I saw that today. I'm like, holy crap.
I mean, you just got to hope. He's going to be up for probably this week and probably next week, too, I would assume. So someone's going to have to step up.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking like mid-December for him, like around the Pittsburgh game.
Oh, God, I hope not. That'd be a month. I hope he's
Yeah, but
back before then.
you need him for the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt about that. They're so thin. I mean, you were expecting a trade after the Garoppolo ordeal. Like, well, they're going to make someone in now, and they didn't. That's just the way it is. Every time you think you have them pegged, forget it. It's curveball coming your way. So I don't know. I thought for sure they're going to add somebody.
Me too. I like hopefully they win it all this year and they do another do your job thing and they show like behind the scenes of what they were thinking after they traded him.
Right, like that whole situation itself is a little strange to me. Something's going on there behind the scenes. What, I don't exactly know, but
yeah, it's tough to say. Did his agent come out and say all of a sudden, oh yeah, hey, Jimmy wants to start, and that's why they traded him, or did he want starter money to stick around? Who knows?
Exactly, we don't really know the situation. There was that rumor saying that Bill wanted to move, and keep Garoppolo as the quarterback, and ultimately, move Brady, and Kraft said, hell no.
Right.
I mean, that seems a little bit far-fetched to me, but you never know. Weird things happen sometimes in football, especially. And I think ultimately Kraft would tell Belichick he's not going anywhere.
Right. Oh, yeah, overruled. Jeez.
Yeah, if that's the case, is it possible that something could break out kind of like when it was with Parcells and Kraft back in the day? You'd hope not.
Right. Yeah, the whole I want the groceries. Yeah.
That was a great. Speaking of which, that 30 for 30 with the two Bills is going to be fantastic.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait. That was like out of the blue.
It's perfect because they kept saying, you never get these guys in the same room together, and there they are at the table together. It's like, wow.
Right.
I've always wondered if there was any bad blood because of what happened with Parcells in New England. He hands the reins to Belichick in New York, and he says, screw you, I'm going back to New England.
Right.
So I always wondered if there was a little bit of turmoil between the two. Hopefully they touch on that.
Oh, I bet they will.
But, I mean, you're talking about two people who were absolutely dynamic with each other. Parcells made the Patriots relevant again for those of you who weren't born yet or just a kid you don't remember. Prior to Parcells coming, the Patriots were a dumpster fire.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, he brought credibility to the team. We don't got to talk about the Carroll situation. I mean, that's what it is. And, of course, Belichick, well, I don't need to even discuss that situation. You already know.
Yep.
That's going to be a great 30 for 30. I can't wait for that to come out.
Oh, me too. That's, like you said, must-see TV.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah,
and it's funny because all of Parcells' championships and all of his accolades all happened when Belichick was part of that team.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So,
the Giants.
I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from Parcells. I liked him as a coach. I mean, he was no bullshit guy. His way or no way.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I can't wait. They said this winter, so probably December, January, maybe.
Hopefully.
Cool. Yeah, so Pats, I think they'll probably win by like 7 or so. But like you said, I don't think it'll be a blowout for them for some reason. Be nice.
I'm sure the hell would be.
Yeah. So touch on the Celtics a little bit. We won 9 games in a row. Pretty incredible. That last one against Atlanta was a little too close for comfort, but Kyrie stepped up again in the fourth. Tatum, hit a monster 3 with under a minute left. Pretty much sealed it for him. So that kid's got game.
He sure the hell does. And,
wow.
the pass that he actually the pass was a bad pass to him. He had to pick it up low. It was down near his shoes.
Right.
Comes up and fires without even thinking, like, nah. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah. Yep.
You don't expect a rookie just coming out of college this early in his NBA career to be doing what Tatum's doing right now. It's very impressive. He's going to be a gunner for sure.
Yeah, he knew he made it, too. He had his hand up there posing before it even went in. I'm like, geez.
What I like most about Tatum that I've seen is there's been a switch. When he first really started exhibition and early on, he was kind of hesitant a little bit, like almost like he was tight a little bit.
Yep.
Now he's just like, the hell with it, let's ball. And he's just got no fear now. He's going to be dynamic for many years, many, many years.
Yeah, too. To like Kyrie's, give him credit. He's telling him to shoot it.
Who'd have thought Kyrie would be doing the things he's doing right now?
Oh, not me.
Used to him being like just a shooter, but he's getting everybody involved.
Oh, that and defensively, I think he's averaging like close to like 3 steals a game, right?
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy. Like, no one would think that coming from him.
No.
But,
it's
Magic Man
what's going on right now.
Yeah, we got Lakers tonight going for 10 in a row. Horford's out with a concussion, so that's kind of scary.
Just hope it's not something long-term, because to me, Big Al's the captain of the team.
Yep.
I've had other people try to tell me Smart's the captain, and I just ignored it.
No. I mean, they can survive for a few games, but like you said, if that's long-term, that's a problem.
Oh, yeah. What's kind of frustrating is, ESPN's marking this game as Lonzo Wednesday. Come on. I mean, just stop. Stop with the hype on this kid. To me, I haven't seen anything from him that screams Rookie of the Year. I can tell you that right now.
No.
I mean, it's just... He's going against Kyrie tonight, so he better put on his big boy pants tonight. He's going to have his hands full.
I mean, even if he plays a lot of minutes, like, he hasn't really been playing a ton.
That's another thing. Like, LeVar got involved. I don't want to really touch on him because I think he's a nitwit, but he's sitting there saying Lonzo should be playing all the time. They should not take him out in the fourth quarter, period. How can he do anything when they keep taking minutes from him? You're a rookie. You need to earn those minutes. That's not just given to you.
Right. Yeah, ask Jalen about that.
Right. The best thing that he could do for his son is shut the hell up.
Right. Stay in China.
I mean, exactly. He's making math so much worse for that poor kid. In my own way, I kind of feel sorry for Lonzo, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
because
a little bit. Yeah.
His father's, well, he's a Laker, so I could give a shit less about that. But, the father's just out here talking and just pissing these people off on the court, and he's got a bullseye on his back because of it.
Right. Oh, yeah. He's going to have that for a couple of years.
He's got to work almost twice as hard than the other rookies do.
Yep.
Just because of his father wouldn't shut up. If I was him, I would tell my dad, hey, be quiet. You're making matters worse for me right now.
Right.
It's one thing to be a fan and you want your kids to do well, but he's just overdoing it.
Oh, no doubt.
It's crazy. And touching back on Tatum for a second, kudos for Danny Ainge for his move, huh? Moving out of that one that took Fultz and Lonzo, and they got Tatum, the person they wanted initially.
Right.
That was a stroke of genius. I have to give credit where credit's due on that one.
And too, Fultz is hurt. He's been out for a while.
Yeah, he hasn't done a damn thing.
No. Yeah, I wonder what Danny saw. I'd like to know. Was it that they loved Tatum so much, which is probably more likely, but did they also see something in Fultz that was either he was already injured, or he was just like an injury waiting to happen?
Well, supposedly during the Celtics workout, he didn't shoot well.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was the story, and I don't think that really sat well with him. They didn't even have Lonzo in for whatever reason.
Right.
And then they had Tatum in, and they were just blown away by him. His footwork, etc., etc.
Yeah, shooting.
I think, like you said, I think they just fell in love with him. They wanted Jackson to come in and try out. That's another thing I'm kind of wondering. Were they more in love with Jackson because they kept trying to get a workout with him than Tatum?
Yeah.
Or what was the deal there? And again, they'd been equal. They're glad they got who they got.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But they should absolutely steamroll LA tonight.
Oh, yeah, 10 plus, yeah. Even without Al, they should win that one. At home.
I miss the old beat LA chants. If you do it now, it's kind of moot because they suck.
I'm looking forward to that Golden State game coming up next week.
That's it. That's going to be their big test. I mean, kudos to that Oklahoma City game. They were down 18. They come back and win. Who the hell saw that happening?
Yeah, that was impressive.
What a monster effort by them to come back.
Yep.
Got fight in them. They still got that in them. That's a good sign.
Right. Yeah, it's probably, like Golden State. See if Horford's back. That'd be quite the measuring stick for him.
Right. Durant's out with a thigh injury, so who knows how long he's going to be out for.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to see both teams at their potential. Also, we can't with Hayward out, but I want to see what you got.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's a good measuring stick.
Yeah, are you going to get blown out? You're going to win? You're going to blow them out? You're going to keep it close? Those are your four options, basically.
Yep. So, yeah, let's hope we keep it going tonight. So, touch a little bit on the Red Sox. There's free agents out there. Who do we trade for? You got Stanton. You got Abreu from the White Sox that could potentially be traded. It's a lot. I know me and you have talked about this off air about how much would you give for Stanton, and for me, and what would you give up? Who wouldn't you? Ooh. I guess who wouldn't you give up?
Who's like absolutely off limits?
Yeah, for like the core guys.
How many people you want me to give that to me is off limits?
Like 3. I mean, we know the main guys that, obviously Sale.
Is off limits, and there's no way in hell I'm letting him go.
Yeah.
Mookie is not going anywheres. I like Benintendi, but I would think about it. The only thing that scares me about Stanton is that opt-out. If that opt-out wasn't in play, then, oh my God, you would have to seriously consider it. He's very much linked here to the Red Sox, and they said they weren't going to try to stay under that luxury tax this year, that they're going to go for it. We're going to find out. I mean, you have someone like Martinez who's been linked to the Sox.
Yeah.
He's a right fielder. Stan's a right fielder. He doesn't blend. Something's gonna give there. Hosmer has been very much linked to the Red Sox. He's a first baseman, so you can potentially see that happening.
Yep.
But if you went, say you just out of the blue, you got Hosmer and Martinez. I know it's a long shot, but again, he's an outfielder. Where are you going to put him? Are you going to buy out Hanley and let him go? I mean, what's your plan?
All right.
I think something's brewing somewhere along the line. What? I don't particularly know. A complete hot take. I think Stan's going to end up in Boston. Well, my honest opinion.
Yeah, I'd like to see him here, but I don't know. Like that, Benintendi's a no-go for me. Devers, no. Mookie, no. I would move guys like Jason Groom, JBJ. I do Xander. See you later.
Right.
The other ones, they're proven. They especially Benintendi. He's got a really good swing. He's great. He's decent in the outfield. He still makes some dumb mistakes, but he's produced a little bit in the playoffs.
Right.
He's young. He's 21 years old.
Which
that's why
that would be a prime person to pluck if you're Miami trying to get somebody. The thing is, would management move him for Stanton?
See, I don't think so, because Dombrowski, the way he's talked about Benintendi, he almost sounds like he's untouchable.
Very well could be.
Yeah, and what they gave up for Sale, everyone was talking about, Sale, you got to give up Benintendi. He's like, nope, not doing it, and he still got him. So
they ended up giving Moncada away.
Yep, that worked out pretty well.
It sure did. But do the Red Sox have that type of chips where they can actually offer you more prospects than as is? Because they're going to want someone proven.
Right.
No matter where he goes, whether it be Boston or anywhere, it's got to be someone who's proven with prospects.
Yeah, that's why.
If you get Stanton, Groom's gone because he's your top prospect, just about.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the person you're ultimately going to see is going to be Hosmer, though.
Right.
Which he had a career year, which kind of makes me a little nervous, but he's kind of custom-made for Fenway. He has a lot of power at opposite field. He's a lefty.
Yep.
He can use that wall as an advantage. But personally, I like Moreland. I thought Moreland was a good little fit in Boston.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with him. The injuries maybe got him.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, they haven't really even talked about him at all.
As a free agent, too.
Yeah.
Well, they clearly need power. That's what they're lacking.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, to me, Hosmer's 28 years old. Martinez is like 30 or 31. So if I get a pick between those two, I'd rather have Hosmer.
Yeah, because doesn't Martinez want like a couple $100 million?
Yeah, but that's what Boris wants for Hosmer right now. The latest report I saw yesterday was he's looking for 8 years at $200 million. So a lot of change.
Yeah, who are you going to give that amount of money to? Somebody who's 27, 28, or 31, 32?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, and for a fact, being the Boris guy, there's going to be a mystery team. Oh
yeah, no doubt about it.
Even if it's in the minds of everybody, he's a coy agent for sure. He knows what he's doing. He makes a lot of money doing that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he's probably the best in the biz.
I mean, how well is the relationship with Boris and Boston front office? Is my question.
I don't know. They haven't really had any issues with him over the years that I can think of.
I don't think so either. Not that I can recall off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And then, you got to figure Martinez has ties with Dombrowski from Detroit, so there's that too.
Yeah.
Are you going to sign him and have him be the DH and throw Hanley at first?
No.
That's just it. So, to me, the obvious choice is going to be Hosmer.
Yeah, definitely.
People I've seen on Twitter and conversations along the way feel it's going to be Hosmer as well. So, we'll have to find out.
Yeah,
that's what I'm going to go with ultimately.
Yeah.
I still think Stanton's going to land there somehow, some way.
I hope so. That would be interesting. Good for the buzz.
Oh, he'd be so free. He'd be so deadly in that park. Jesus. Can you imagine him hitting in Fenway for 81 games?
Oh, jeez.
Forget about it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty nuts. So, touch on the
He could
Bruins.
stay in Hosmer, but
Yeah, that's a lot of dough.
sure is.
Touch on the Bruins a little bit. Krejci, now he's on IR, so he's like week to week with the upper body injury. So who knows when the heck he's going to come back. Hopefully Achari's back Friday night. He's not playing tonight against the Rangers, but they're hoping to have him back for the weekend. So it'd be good to have that kid back. He's tough as nails. I know we've talked. Love his style. You just got to figure out how to stay on the ice.
Oh, yeah. You see me always ranting and raving about him on Twitter all the time.
Yep.
I love the guy. Yeah. I mean, he is what he is. He's not going to be a top two-line guy. It's just not his nature.
No.
But he's a gritty Bruins-type player. Hard, physical, checks through you. I love what he brings to the table. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, he gets some timely goals, too.
Yeah, I mean, I like him a lot. I think he's going to be a good player for a lot of years. He's going to serve his purpose.
Yep, definitely.
I mean, you have to hope that Marchand is not away for a while either. I mean, they're so banged up, it's hard to get anything going with them.
Yeah, pretty sure he's out again tonight.
Yeah, he is.
Jeez.
He is.
Yeah, they've been cursed with injuries so far.
Oh my God, the whole team has.
Yep.
It's just been insanity. And it is what it is with this team. People got to remember that this isn't a Stanley Cup quality team right now. This is a team that's going to have to take shape 2, 3, 4 years down the road, and then you'll have something going. Yeah, people got to remember that. So you're going to have a lot of nights where it's up and down. So we'll see what happens with them too. I mean, the future's bright with them for sure.
Yeah, McAvoy's been pretty good.
Oh, he's been incredible, hasn't he? Absolutely
he's
incredible.
He had a pretty nice hit on Monday night. Standing that guy up right inside the blue line. Yeah.
Yeah. And he does it so effortlessly too. But at his age, it's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just like gliding along backwards and then attack.
Yeah, that old hip check reminded me of Bork back in the day. He just crunch, and that was the end of it. Wow. Talk about a devastating hip checker, Bork. Oh, my Lord.
Yep.
He was just phenomenal.
Leave a mark.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, got anything else you want to cover tonight?
No, I think that should do it.
Cool. Yeah, so let's go ahead and wrap it up. Check us out. DieHardBostonSportsFans.com. We got merchandise on that. Also, go to the Postal Center, Lee, New Hampshire. Tell Eli we sent you. We got a bunch of stuff there. Pretty cheap. Thanks, everyone, in advance for downloading this episode. Share it if you like it. Intro, outro music by Kevin MacLeod. Where can everyone find you on Twitter, Chris?
Chris the Hood 420, and I would just like to say one other thing. Keep the Flores family in your thoughts tonight. Very unfortunate what happened with him. 17 years old. Just a tragedy.
Yeah, that's awful news.
For real.
Yep. 17 years old. So, yeah, you can find me, Twitter, We Play for Titles. Also, we have a business one, Die Hard Boss Fans. Facebook, Die Hard Boston Sports Fans. The page, also a group if you want to come join us. We have a lot of fun in there, so have a good one, everybody. See ya.
Have a good night.